Graduate nursing programs are no longer considered a professional degree by the U.S. Department of Education.
This change comes after the implementation of President Trump's federal spending bill called the Big Beautiful Bill to cut back on spending. Well, Madison Porter has talked with a Kentucky nurse who is upset about the change.
It's Joy Cole's dream to expand her doctoral degree in nursing and focus on family practice in rural Kentucky. She was able to complete her initial graduate training at University of Kentucky with the help of federal loans. However, she's concerned the reclassification of a nursing degree will affect her plans.
How does one afford to go back and pay for an advanced degree without funding?
The U.S. Department of Education no longer lists nursing as a professional degree. Without that title, federal loans will not be available for graduate students, not only affecting Coles and her family, but future nurses as well.
Without nurses having the ability to expand their training as professionals to provide care for patients, we fear that the deep canyon that already exists will only widen.
Kentucky is currently in a nursing shortage, according to the state's hospital association. Coles says 107 counties in Kentucky are considered health professional shortage areas, but she says patients are the ones to face the consequences.
Without nurses to provide care to patients, you inherently affect patients' health.
Nurses receive additional education to obtain a bachelor's and master's degree and doctorates in nursing. Coles says it's important to have that higher education of training in order to provide quality care to patients.
When you access care in the hospital, you want to feel confident that that professional caring for your wounds is a professional, that they've been educated. Without that, where will our healthcare system be?
In Lexington, Madison Porter, WKYT.
And the American Nurses Association and its subsidiaries are encouraging its members to contact lawmakers and sign petitions to get nursing back on the professional degree list.